What is going on, every we back at it again with some more Beyond Dragon Ball Super. You feel me? Legacy of the Omniverse. Top 5 strongest pulling up. You know, having a chit chat. You know, and in typical Budo fashion, he always wants to start some shit. You know what I'm saying? Always want to smoke. A bet. I'm telling you, I said it in that last video, but Vegeta gonna fucking be your first victim. Vegeta gonna you're gonna be Vegeta's first victim. I'm telling you, because Goku gonna clap you up, hell. But anyway, yeah. So I'm pretty sure the Grand Prix about to tell us the rules. I just want to see how long we have to train for, fam. That's all I'm trying to see. Is it gonna be like another year? Okay, if that's the case, okay, that's not too bad, because you know niggas could hop in and out the damn time chambers and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? See what's up. You feel me? Granted, I will never leave the time chamber, because like you talking about the Omniverse, nigga, you don't know who pulling up. So yeah, it's best to play it safe. You know, better safe than sorry. So yeah, hit the video up with a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Type beat, subscribe to Alex, get brother 2 million. You feel me? But yeah, without further ado, let's dive on in. My ears.
As our story now continues, following the unexpected and yet surprising arrival of the top 5 strongest warriors in the multiverse having to now be shown making their way into Universe 7, as with all 4 of its 5 members including Budo, Akuma, Yoshido, and Takira being shown having to address both Goku and Vegeta, was when Goku was shown having to address Takira by then responding, well, I gotta be honest here and say that I really didn't think that either one of us had ever expected to see the 4 of you here, let alone in having you all travel all this way onto Lord Beerus's planet like this. But I guess since all of you are now already here, I will say that it's really good to see you all once again, especially you, Takira, with Vegeta having to then chime in. Yeah, well, I don't exactly share the same enthusiasm here that Kakarot does in seeing any of you once again, for you might as well just go right to the chase and tell us on exactly why you are all here and what you had been looking to speak to the both of us about here, because we were in the middle of something, with Goku then responding, no, and just so you know, I haven't forgotten about our rematch either, Takira, as I was actually looking forward to it one day, as a matter of fact, because this time I can only go as far as to promise you that there won't be anything that gets in the way of what we wanted to go and finish from the last time, and so that much I can assure you, with Takira responding,
go hope. We can hope.
Still remember our battle in wanting to finish what was previously started between us. I am only here to simply warn you both respectfully that while this coming event promises to be a grand one, I simply want you both just to know that you will not be winning by the very end of it, as Yoshido went on to appear behind Goku and Vegeta by then responding, and while the 2 of you are bound to be the most interesting of the bunch that myself and the others are going to be paying very close attention to, I just want you both to simply understand that no matter how far you end up going in this upcoming tournament, your road to victory will end with us, and we are going to make sure that you 2 find out firsthand, if you're even lucky enough to make it far enough and having to reach the 5 of us anyways, and especially you, Son Goku, as Budo then went on to then chime in,
you got smoke, fam.
You will not be so lucky to go and make it out of this situation against us with a victory over your head, because we went as far as to make sure that the mistakes that were made before aren't going to be made against us ever again, and that much I can promise you, as Goku went on to
gonna see.
respond, wow, so you guys really aren't messing around this time, are
you? Gonna see.
Questions, and I can tell because your energy feels far more powerful between each of you than how it was the last time that I saw you guys.
Oh, damn.
And what exactly makes you warriors so sure that it'll be you who will walk away from this omniversal event as its winner and not either one of us, with Akuma having to then respond, because we made sure that after engaging against Son Goku once before, and after watching you wage your battle on Earth when you did, that we had made sure that whatever flaws we may have had prior to this upcoming event,
niggas wanna lock in. in.
Be corrected for the future. And so now do not go and think
Them
of this
niggas went lock in.
tournament as merely being a stage where the two of you will go on to try and dominate everything in its entirety so easily, Akuma continues, because we made sure to go out of our way to not only ensure that victory falls within our favor as a result of this, but despite with everything that it was that we've experienced in facing you, Son Goku, we are also going to go and make sure that you pay dearly for your actions against some of us, as we don't intend on watching you stand victorious over any of us ever again. And so that much I can promise, Akuma continues, and so now let this go serve as being your one and only reminder going forward, because
y'all mad at me because y'all lost.
We all go and gather together like this will be the very day where this very
y'all two niggas lost
into a reality for you, and this applies to both of you. Gosh, well, with the way you guys go and put it, Goku then responds, it sounds like this upcoming tournament is really going to be something that you all are not only looking forward to, but are also kind of intending on using as a way to go and try to get your rematch here against me as well, which, well, if I'm going to be honest here, I haven't really seen you all be this serious since the actual day where we all battled against one another, which was well over a year ago, with Yoshido having to then chime in. Well, you can't really stand there and act all surprised when we went and had warned you well over a year ago that we will come back for you, and even though that day
they weren't playing, bro.
Today, we instead went and figured that we might as well go and come here and remind you of what you already had coming, Son Goku, with Vegeta then having to then question, and what makes you all so certain that the tables between us aren't going to be turned within our favor once this tournament begins, with Budo then having to then point out by then responding, because if you are to go and assume that this is going to be as easy as you think that it's going to be, then I might as well go and make an example of you by proving you wrong here and now, because unlike you, I don't need no tournament to go and prove
I don't need no shit, bro.
Just go and simply crush you right now instead, and
damn,
save us
put them hands up.
having to wait for this spectacle to begin with. For you
ain't
have
pointing straight at my goat.
what you are going up against here, Saiyan, as Yoshido went on to then tap Goku from behind by then responding, oh, but don't worry too much about what awaits you, Son Goku, because all you really need to know is that we haven't forgotten about you, and since you and your friend over here are going to be partaking in this upcoming event alongside with us, we just want you to go and know ahead of time that we look forward to our next encounter, and we hope that you are too, with Akuma then responding, and so in the meantime, while we wait on the day where we will all be summoned again to do battle against you all, we just hope that for your sake, the two of you will come ready, because we most definitely will be.
I believe y'all.
I
believe y'all. Y'all ignorant. Y'all are ignorant.
Close tabs on you both, and for your sake, you better go and come prepared, because I don't intend to lose to you again, Saiyan. But then, it was only within that very moment, surprisingly enough, as Takira had gone as far as to grab onto Budo's arm and trying to talk Budo out of what he was about to do, was when Budo had then gone as far as to put this into question by responding, what the, and just what exactly do you think you are doing? You better let
nigga, we leaving.
Takira, because I'm not going to have you grab a hold of me like this, with Takira responding, now while I understand that you are very eager to go and get your hands on them, you and I both know that this is not the right time, nor is this the right place for us to go and cause any trouble prior to this upcoming event, and so we will go and save these matters for when the time calls for us to be summoned again, and not go off and start something that we won't be allowed to go and finish, as Budo then went on to turn around by then responding, well, be that as it may, then let this go and serve as being a warning to you both for the day this tournament is set to begin, and as no matter which one of you it is that I end up finding myself battling against, I am going to break you in half when this is all said and done, and especially you, Son Goku, because this time, Budo continues, you will not be so lucky to walk away from our battle victorious, as Takira went on to then address Goku and Vegeta by then continuing, and so while the arena that awaits us all will go as far as to test our very nature and seeing where we all stand amongst some of the best, for your sake, we hope that you go and prepare yourselves beyond what you think that you may know, otherwise you will go and find yourselves buried beneath the weight of a challenge that is unlike any other, and while we aren't quite familiar with what you are truly capable of outside of what we've seen from you during during your battle that was waged on Earth, Takira went on to address Vegeta by then responding, I just want you to go and know that if, and only if, our roads wind up coming to a head, since you weren't originally a part of the first tournament that was held in the Null Realm against us, then you better go and bring more than just your best, because if you and I were to end up in a battle against one another,
talking to my goat,
then I will not hesitate to go and do what I must in order for me to claim victory over you, Takira says. Do you understand? And so now keep that in mind, and as for you, Son Goku, just know that if you end up finding yourself being lucky enough to not be eliminated during some of the early rounds within this tournament, Takira continues,
oh no, he not.
then I simply want you to go and know that for every battle that you face and every warrior that you manage to overcome will only bring you one step closer towards having to face me. For my desire to face you is stronger now than it ever was before, and unless your ally Vegeta here is to be able to reach me before you are able to, then just know that this time I will not be making the same mistakes that I made before, Takira continues, because now that I have seen the stakes of this tournament and the nature of your angelic transformation, I expect for you to go and meet me with every ounce of power, control, and resilience that you possess, because I will not go and have anything stand in the way of our battle like how it was shown having to be when we had went and battled before. And so now let this serve as being a reminder that while the two of you may have had the time to go and improve and grow stronger since the last time that we saw each other,
so have we.
Understand that we weren't slacking around this entire time either, and especially not after everything we've seen that came from the two of you, with you being the primary focus, Son Goku.
Everybody's blazing Goku, bro.
Here to issue any idle threats, I instead come to you with a message, Takira continues upon being shown having to walk away. For that very message is a simple one, and that is for you to go and tread very carefully upon this upcoming tournament that awaits us, because the two of you weren't the only ones who've went and devoted themselves into growing stronger along the way, and so with that, we will go and see you both very soon. With a shocked respond, wait, so hold on a second, they've been added and also having to go and train themselves too? For now I can see on why they all had appeared to be so confident upon having to come here.
The niggas was locked in, bro.
Well, this isn't good because, well, if they were as difficult as I remember them being prior to having them train, then who really knows as to how strong these guys would have gotten since the last time that we had went and seen them, with Beerus having to then respond, so correct me if I'm wrong here, but that one there is ranked as the second strongest warrior in the entire multiverse, is that right, Whis? With
yes.
Responding, no, why yes.
Putting your ass on the shirt.
For Takira, there is indeed the second strongest among his group, with the only other exception being the Grand Minister, and so that would be correct, for he is indeed the second mightiest in the entire cosmos, with the Grand Priest then having to respond, well, now that the mightiest within the multiverse have officially departed after sharing their final words with both Goku and Vegeta, it is now time to turn your focus on what lies ahead, for it is my responsibility to
tell us the damn rules.
Framework of this upcoming Omniversal Tournament of Power event, and so because of this, I will need for you all to listen very closely, as what I'm about to say will ultimately apply to every single one of you, the Grand Priest continues, as now that the Omni Kings in their infinite wisdom have decided that instead of having this tournament solely revolve around the Battle Royale
infinite wisdom,
concept similar to the first Tournament of Power, the Omni Kings as a substitute have both agreed that this time we will see more of a bracket-style tournament take place instead, and as each contestant or team will progress through various elimination rounds until the roster is narrowed down to its final two competitors, but through this, the Omni Kings with full control of their Omniversal God Pads will determine each of the match types that will occur at random, as this
baby Jesus. Those match types gonna be crazy.
Match types that goes far beyond the traditional one-on-one battle, the Grand Priest says, and with the Omni Kings in full control of the event through the usage of their Omniversal God Pads, they will not only be responsible in determining the match style that you will be a part of, but they will also determine your partners if selected for a team-based battle, as well as bringing in additional fighters at random during the middle of battle if they just so happen to call for any additional
interference too. So
this now having to be said, that
they gonna come in and cash in their match. That's crazy, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is funny because 2K26 is about to come out. Another thing I want for 26, bro, is the GM mode online spectate. That's all I wanted. Me and my friend was so upset about that shit in 25, bro. Like, oh shit, online GM mode bets. We did the shit. First of all, it kept fucking crashing. First of all, couldn't even do the shit. And then when we did do the shit, finally got to play. You know, can't even spectate. That's some bullshit. Anyway.
Tournament of Power 2 will not be limited by warriors who simply inhabit our current multiverse, the Grand Prix continues, but is going to rather showcase warriors from across nearly every other timeline and alternate reality as well, which also just so happens to include both mortals and gods alike, the Grand Prix concludes, which ironically enough, speaking of mortal...
So I guess, so what? You could see a timeline where Myrna won, maybe? Or Raijin? That Goku Black might come back. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Warriors, similarly to how Goku was given 3 lifeline perks when faced off against the top 5 strongest warriors in the multiverse prior, the Omni Kings have hereby pre-selected both Goku and Vegeta of this dimension to receive 2 Omniversal lifeline perks,
oh
which
wow,
they can go and make use of whenever they go and see fit
favoritism
within the second Tournament of Power. And just in case if you are curious, the lifeline perks that you have each been awarded due to their likeness of you both are going to be option A, an instantaneous rematch clause if one of you ends up finding yourselves having to lose during any particular round, and
like Goku did.
the immediate and full restoration of your energy and power during any given battle, the Grand Prix says. However,
and they both have that
by saying that if you fail to be successful in being declared as the winner of this tournament by the very end, you will either both be annihilated along with having your entire universe be destroyed, or you will either go and forever remain as isolated prisoners within the null realm, locked away within an empty realm for the remainder of all eternity as a
infinite wisdom, huh? Infinite wisdom. What the fuck? I just said favoritism, and then they niggas say, then they come around and spin the block with this book. Why them two in particular, bro? First of all, we didn't ask for favoritism. You feel me? We didn't ask for that. You just gave that to us. Why the fuck? Why us? Why us in particular, bro? Why we gotta win? You feel me? Oh my god. No pressure, y'all. No pressure, you two. Oh my god. Go train. Lock in. Live in that bitch. Go live in the pyramid, bro.
Goku and Vegeta then went on to quickly respond.
Bruh.
But wait, so we're allowed to be given 2 lifeline perks each as leverage due to the Omni Kings having to take more of a liking towards us? But if we lose, then we will either be left to rot for all of eternity within the void.
That's crazy, bro.
Erased along with our entire universe as a result. With
that's
Goku
tough, bro.
And we only get 2 perks instead of being given 3 like how I was shown having to have before? And they both seem dead set on seeing this through until the very end. Now are they, Goku questions?
Go lock in.
Certainly doesn't sound like it'll be as easy as how I imagined that it would be, with the Grand Prix then having to continue. Well, as according to the Omni Kings, yes, for that would be correct. But speaking of, now as for you, Lord Beerus, for this tournament will also just so happen to call into action every single god of destruction, regardless on whether or not they happen to come from this reality or any other, for you will all be chosen at random and expected to fight while using your full power.
Oh my god. Yes. Yes.
Battling against, and if you don't, the Grand Priest continues, or if you happen to lose, then of course, similar to that of the Saiyans, not only will you be stripped away of your ranking as God of Destruction, but you will also be erased along with your entire legacy and replaced by a new destroyer god, Lord Beerus. Now, I'm not quite sure right now on whether or not Angel
no pressure, fam.
Called into action here or not, but what I do happen to know is that both Angel rookies and Angel trainees are in fact going to be competing, and so
it's like nearest level niggas, I guess.
One other angelic being who will also be taking part of this massive tournament, but that much will all vary in the meantime. With
oh my god, they got their oh dear. No dead ass. This is damn ridiculous, bro. Why are we getting hold, bro? Why are we getting the shaft, bro? What the hell, bro? Oh my god, bro. Damn. No pressure, y'all. Go train, bro. Go live in them pyramids, man.
Responding, what has Goku
Nani?
And just why did he have to go and put this idea into the heads of the Omni Kings that they now want to go and hold an execution tournament for the rest of us to pay the price in? Well, because now, look, now I'm going to be involved, but not just me, but now the other gods are also going to be forced and dragged into this mess as well. And the worst part about it all is that they didn't even go as far as to mention about having anything and allowing for us to have any kind of lifeline perks to help us in this situation either, with the Grand Priest continuing. And to further add, the Omni Kings have also instructed that there will be in fact 2 rewards awaiting for the winner of this Omniversal event, along with ensuring that every battle will be worth having to stake your life for, as the Omni Kings also went on to set into place a graveyard option, the Grand Priest continues, where losers of any of the previous battles that were involved prior may be pre-selected or chosen via choice to be brought back into battle, as graveyard fighters will only be given 1 chance to atone for their losses prior, otherwise they will be gone and erased forever, the Grand Priest says.
Damn.
There will be no exceptions to this rule, for it will also happen to apply and involve both mortal warriors and destroyers alike, as an angry Beerus went on to then point out towards Goku by then shouting, this is all happening because of you.
Nah, don't hold me back, Whis. Don't hold me back, Whis.
And so now, thanks to you, we are all going to have to suffer through the consequences of your actions, and it's all because of you, Saiyan, as this is all your fault. Oh no,
let me go, Whis. Oh, he broke free.
You better go and pray that I don't get my hands on you, Goku. Now let go, Whis. With Goku responding, me? Wait, but what exactly did I do here? And how exactly is this my fault, Lord Beerus?
That nigga broke free. Oh dear.
Whis, could you maybe try and go and do something by keeping Lord Beerus at bay here? Because, well, he kind of looks as though he's about to explode out
No,
there.
nigga, he about to be crashing right now, bro.
Angry Beerus being shown leaping out of Whis'
Come here.
indirectly having to pounce on top of Goku.
You goddamn monkey, come here.
Then quickly shout, "You're a dead man! You
Damn.
hear me, Saiyan? A dead man! A dead man! You hear me?" And so now
Put them hands up, man.
for going and dragging me into your nonsense, you empty-headed buffoon! And now hold still, Goku! Oh dear, Whis went on to
Oh dear.
upon having to oversee Beerus pouncing on Goku. Could we not go and do this right now, you two? For I don't want to have to be the one to go and say I told you so later on, with the Grand Priest responding, no, my, for it seems as though Lord Beerus has quite the temper here today, now doesn't he?
You
But
think?
let us go and try to not get too carried away here while we still have the time, because as much as I admire your enthusiasm for battle, I must go on to remind everyone that there are still matters which we need to go and discuss, and especially in regards to the rules and conditions of this upcoming Omniversal event, as there will be more than enough time for you all to go and settle your disputes within the
Come here.
arena and
Got him by his scruff.
of the mighty
Oh my
Omni
God.
Kings, the Grand Priest continues, and so
Giving him
let's now
CTE.
just go and save these matters for a later time when the stakes are at their absolute most important. But then, it was all the while elsewhere within an alternate future timeline labeled as B6482, was where we only then take a look at seeing as to how Goku Black was severely battle damaged and seemingly trying to get away from 3 individuals that were standing right before him, as Goku Black then went on to quickly
What in the
respond,
fuck?
"Why, you disgusting creatures, you dare lay your hands on me and expect for me to cower in fear? No, never. And so whatever it is that you are all babbling about, and whatever it is that
Are you trying to
you
recruit
are
this
all
nigga?
after is something that I have no knowledge of, you worms, but know this, for I will make sure that your suffering is etched into the very fabric of time itself once I am able to regain my full strength.
That's not gonna help you, fam.
You have no idea on who it is that you are dealing with," Black continues, "and while I don't have the slightest idea of what it is that you are after, nor do I care, mark my words. For once
The fuck am I looking at?
my focus, I am going
This
to
nigga
slaughter
feet,
you
and then
all
that is that a
without
tail? That a
hesitation
Raichu
for
tail?
what you went and did to me. Well, go and try as you'd like," one of the dark individuals went on to then respond, "for we will simply watch as you crumble beneath our feet as you perish trying trying, Fallen Kaioshin.
No, never mind. No recruitment.
Just a disgrace, for you are a parasite. And a parasite such as yourself doesn't deserve to exist within our world. And since you do not possess the necessary information of the relics that which we seek, then you are no longer useful, nor are you needed in order to further what it is that we are looking for. And so, since there is no one left for us to go and devour on this barren world, then all that is left for us to go and deal with here
they about to take him off the census.
Fallen Kaioshin, as this just goes and leaves both you and the Dementors here to go and finish what was already started.
Mentor.
With Goku Black responding, but I don't understand. And just what kind of purpose would you have by searching for these ancient relics? This so-called Infinity Orb and Primordial Codex of which you speak of.
Oh wow.
Why is it that I had never heard of such ancient relics by anyone?
Because you are nothing but a lowly god, nigga. There's levels to this. There are levels to this shit, nigga. The fuck? You are a low tier god. You know what I mean?
Kaioshin Gowasu, nor from any of the other gods of destruction during my time, and just what kind of dark power do these rare artifacts possess in which you are looking for?
Nothing. You gonna
individuals then went on to respond. Well, even
you have to worry about that, fam.
And explain to you as to what kind of power lies
something you don't need to know.
Items in which we seek, you aren't going to be alive long enough to be found doing anything with this valuable information, anyways, you traitorous vermin. And as we all know about your goals and what it is that you had strived to achieve, a tail went on to then completely impale Goku Black through the heart by responding. And then because of such actions, you will now have to go and suffer the consequences behind each and every single one of them. You are all making a mistake.
Oh my god.
All fighting on the same side. Black then went on to quickly respond.
That's what somebody who losing would say.
The same, and our goals are the same, and so why would you go and turn against me like this when we could have forged an alliance to be together as one? As one of the individuals then went on to respond, foolish mortal, our alliance isn't forged through standing alongside traitorous deities, for our goals in fact are not the same, as you wouldn't have been able to be worthy enough to dwell within our ranks anyways, you disgusting self-centered little worm. Yes,
true.
As you should go and consider this an honor, Fallen Kai, one of the Dementors then went on to respond, as not many are given the opportunity to go and come face to face with me like this, and so now tell me, Master, what should I go and do with him while he is still able to draw his final breath? The Dementor
do what you want.
Then ask, shall I go ahead and give him a slow and painful death by ripping his body apart piece by piece?
You ain't gotta do all that though.
Rather go and have me make this quick for him, my lord, as a dark entity that hovered above them went on to then respond, and I have no need in having to stand by and continue to look down on this creature's face and knowing about what he has done to defy the orders that have been given onto him, for you may therefore go and take his life now, and you better make it quick, the entity responds.
Make it quick, nigga.
This is what you ultimately
we got shit to do.
Having to dare to even go as far as to cross me, Fallen Kaioshin. To which it was only then within that very moment, as one of the Dementors went on to completely annihilate Goku Black by having to blast him away, was when the entity went on to continue. And as there is
like
no
word
that goes above my own, and for me to have learned on what you had intended on trying to do was a mistake that I will ensure that you and your kind will never live long enough to regret, no matter what timeline we just so happen to go and find you in. And so now come and let us carry on, for I can sense the presence of one more life form on this planet, the entity continues. And since this creature appears to be the only life form left who is remaining, let us now go and find this creature so that I may go and seek them out and have a word with them personally.
Nigga, if you looking for Trunks, oh damn.
For the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of the
nigga, if you talking about Trunks, bro, Trunks don't know shit about nothing, bro.
Omniverse, the official top 5 strongest warriors in the multiverse sequel, manga chapter number 7 special then comes to a close.
Well, actually,
god damn it. That was quick. Yeah. So these are the mentors, bro. Oh my god. Got that nigga leaking. He don't know what the fuck. Like, what the hell? Nigga strong, man. Go train, my nigga. Go train, bro. Cause these niggas coming with it, bro. Oh my god, bro. Cause they was already ignorant before and they went train. We're not looking. It was not looking so hot, bro. So Infinity Orb and Primordial Codex. Okay. And what will he do with those things? Who knows? Who knows? Go train, Putty Cat. Get off your ass. Well, granted, he has been active. I mean, he trained Vegeta, so he has been active. So, you know, so I ain't gonna say this Beerus is weak. You know. But he gonna need something, bro, because he don't have Ultra Instinct. He definitely ain't got that Ultra form like the other Beerus. So yeah, you need to train and a lot. Oh my god, bro. Wait. Damn it! They didn't tell us how long we have to train for, bro. When is this gonna start? Probably in the next episode. Oh my god. Oh my god. Damn. So the mentors, this nigga in the shadows. Nigga had a right to tell. Oh my god. The ugly ass feet. I don't know. Is that a scorpion? He might be a scorpion. He might like a scorpion looking ass nigga probably, huh? Now I'm thinking about it. Oh my god, what, Goku Black? Well, you got a hold, nigga. And Goku Black ain't nothing to scoff at. You know what I'm saying? But at this point in the game, bro, yeah, you ain't shit, bro. You ain't shit. Like, dead ass. Like, Goku probably dog walking you and low key, at this point, probably Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2. Maybe even Super Saiyan God, you know. If he just want to, you know what I'm saying, flex a little bit. You know what I mean? Cause the nigga was struggling against that nigga. Anyway, I'm yapping. Oh my god, bro. No pun intended. This nigga gonna fuck up the tournament, man. I'm trying to see these hands, bro. And this nigga and his niggas gonna come in and disturb this shit, bro. Oh my god. Cause okay, so these are new niggas, first of all. But then in the fallen god shit, there was the evil god destructions and whatnot too, right? So like at the end they teased. So yeah, I don't know if they in cahoots with each other or some shit. I don't know. We won't see though. I guess we'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching. You got some good reaction, man. Hit the video up with a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Grab the Alex Escape of the 2 milli type beat. Damn. I am fighting the urge not to watch another episode, bro. Y'all might see another one soon. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all just might. But anyway, love y'all. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all the next one. Peace.